What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 18 Diamond Dynasty video. And before we get into this topic, I want to say we are, I think, only about 50 subs away from hitting 3,000. And first, I want to thank you guys so much. You guys truly do mean the world to me. But also, once we do hit 3,000, I will finally be going live with my personal Instagram. I know a lot of people have been asking me on stream in the comments. You know, they see my Twitter, but they want to see the Insta. So once we hit 3K, I will go live with that. So if you guys are interested, make sure to hit the sub button. But yeah, let's get into this video. Of course, talking about Immortals once again. Obviously the majority are out, and now Stan Musial is unlockable as well. Of course, he's in the new event, so you guys make sure to go ahead and get that done. It's honestly been a little bit frustrating. I've been getting hit with the SDSBS, but I really want that Joey Bat, so I'm going to continue to play it, even though it has been really frustrating for me. But on the subject of new Immortals into the game, it's something kind of difficult to talk about, because one point I think we won't, but then again, you know, there's always that chance, because that would be really exciting content that they would want to bring us. So I don't really know. It's a touchy subject on what they're going to do. Of course, I'll pull up a screenshot right now of the Ted Williams that we saw initially in the live streams. We do know that's there. There's a chance that they could not release it, but I would believe that they would. Obviously, we saw, for example, the Jose Reyes career arc did not happen. There is a chance that the Ted Williams would not happen, but I do expect it to happen. And a lot of people I see, they think it's going to be a ticket counter Immortal. I don't really know if that's going to happen. Of course, right now, you guys know the ticket counter is pretty weak, you know, besides the POTM cards and I don't know, the Sean Green. There really isn't much interesting stuff in the ticket counter whatsoever. It's really been underwhelming. So the ticket counter is a possibility for Ted Williams. I don't know when they would release it though, because the highest overall they're releasing in the ticket counter right now is an 87 overall, even though that doesn't make much sense. But you guys know my opinion. I really wish they would put in higher overalls in the ticket counter, because like, who's gonna honestly use like an 86 Adam Wainwright? Like, come on, even at this stage of the game, not many people this card is going to be useful for them. So the ticket counter is a possibility for Ted Williams. Of course, you know, Stan Musial, he's like, you don't have to put any stubs or anything into him. You just have to play like the events and ranked seasons. I don't know if they're going to do something similar to that, and just like, I don't know, maybe like a month, 2 months away, they're gonna have the same thing, but just with Ted Williams. That's a possibility as well. But my third option that I would say, I kind of think they're gonna have some kind of like postseason program with Ted Williams. That's what I've been thinking that they're gonna do. You know, like once the postseason comes out, you know, they had postseason programs last year. I can't remember exactly who they were, but I think it might be like a postseason program. I don't know exactly what they're going to do, but something maybe along the lines of this, but a harder grind, of course, if it is an Immortal. But Ted Williams is there. We do know that he's supposed to be in the game, but I'm going to pull up this that was in an SDS blog a while ago. And you guys can see right here, it says Dave Parker, the ranked season reward for the month of July is the 30th of 30th last final legend coming into the game. So anybody still holding out hope for Jeter, Mariano Rivera, or anybody like that, unfortunately we will not be getting them this year, because it would constitute as new legends. So we will not be getting them next year, but we can always hope for next year and years in the future getting them, because honestly, one of the things I've been most impressed about, and something that I really didn't like about like Diamond Dynasty before, is like they didn't have that many legends. You know, you look at like Madden or 2K. Hell, 2K's got every like notable, you know, Hall of Fame basketball player except, you know, like Charles Barkley, and I think they're missing like one or two more, but they have pretty much everybody. You know, they got Jordan, they got Kareem, they got Wilt, they got Kobe. And a big thing for 2K that I really like is when guys retire, they're able to get them right away, even though they're still not part of the NBA PA, which, you know, pretty much allows them to be in the game. They still right on the ball, gets them in the game quick. Unlike MLB, who like David Ortiz retires. I don't know if we're ever going to see him again at the game, but then again, that also could be a personal choice that he just does not want to, or they're just not offering him enough money to do so, which makes sense because 2K and SDS are, you know, 2K is a much bigger studio and they, you know, have the money to pretty much pay these guys, whereas MLB The Show really does not. But I have been really surprised. You know, last year we got Griffey, he was on the cover. I think we got a couple other new legends as well, but this year we got Babe Ruth, we got Frank Thomas, we got a lot of new legends coming into the game this year. Albert Bell was new this year, Frank Thomas, like I said, Duke Schneider was new. We got a lot of new legends. Rob Nen was also new. A lot of new guys. Musial, Piazza, the list goes on and on and on. We had a really, really good year of getting new legends into the game, and hopefully that trend continues to next year. Maybe we will see like A-Rod returning, or maybe we'll get Jeter, or maybe we'll get like Willie Mays or someone like that. We can really only hope. But honestly, after looking through the list of the cards in the game this year and in previous years, I really don't think we're going to get any more Immortals other than maybe Ted Williams, because if you guys have not seen like the kind of Immortal like checkpoint standpoint that they have, all Immortals, these are the only cards in the game. Like Babe Ruth only has these 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in the game. He doesn't have any other card, and there's not many other guys that you could even constitute as Immortals. Honestly, I thought maybe Andre Dawson would be one, but of course he got a 95 overall. They're not going to make a better Andre Dawson. Plus, he already has a card. And anybody else this year that I saw who possibly could, even if they don't really even deserve it, like, or Hershiser, I don't think he's an Immortal, but he already has a card, so they're not going to give him one. I looked at Dennis Eckersley, also already has a card. I think he's an Indians rookie. So that does mean we're probably going to get a better Eck as, of course, later on this year, but I really don't see anybody. The only guys that I saw from looking at past years that would not constitute as new legends, Ted Williams, of course, we haven't seen him in the game at all this year. I would be surprised if they somehow lost his rights, because I believe they had him since MLB The Show 15, so I'm pretty sure he will still be in the game this year. Like I said, I don't think we've seen a Gaylord Perry yet this year. I don't know exactly if you would constitute him as an Immortal once again, but it's possible. At least you can hold out hope, but I really don't think that's going to happen, because to me, Gaylord Perry isn't really an Immortal. He's not among the ranks of like Tom Seaver, Nolan Ryan, and Bob Gibson, so I would say that's probably not going to happen as well. And lastly, Trout. I mean, there's been some talk about him. I know people have like had some speculation that we are gonna see some like live series Immortals, because we do have Pujols, who is a live series Immortal, so it's possible, especially because we have not seen a flashback Trout yet. I was thinking like Ichiro, he already has a card. Miguel Cabrera, he already got a card as well. So Trout's possible. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna do it, but it's possible. I know we had a flashback Trout in the game last year who was also a 99, but I don't know. Do you guys think they would actually give Mike Trout an Immortal card? I actually want to hear you guys' opinion, because I kind of think they wouldn't, but it's possible, man. Like I said, hell, they added a 99 creative player, basically, Pepe Alazar, last year. Of course, people didn't like it, but I think people would like a Mike Trout Immortal. I think people would be open to that. I mean, we do have 3 Immortal outfielders now unlockable, but there is a chance. Technically, there's 4 with Vlad, and there'd be 5 with Ted Williams. So maybe if they want to complete 2 trilogies, they're going to add Mike Trout. I don't really know if that's going to happen. We can hold out hope, though. But otherwise, like I said, I really just don't see them adding any more Immortals. 1, because they said there's not going to be any new legends coming into the game. And 2, because whoever's on the roster or the wait list, and yeah, they just aren't Immortal level, or they already have cards. So unfortunately, it looks, well, I don't know, I don't think we really need any more Immortals. I wish they added more like Stan Musial, that you could have like this way, you know, just different ways to grind, because even though this Musial isn't as good as like Babe Ruth or like Ken Griffey Jr. in my opinion, still a lot of people like Stan Musial is the guy, especially if you are a Cardinals fan. Really, really cool card. But that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. Like I said, I really do not think, other than Ted Williams, we are gonna get any new Immortals. Let me know if you would be okay. For 1, I'll have a poll in the top right. Let me know if you guys would be open to a Mike Trout Immortal, and 2, let me know down below in the comments, how do you think Ted Williams will be introduced into this game as an Immortal, whether it be ticket counter, another stamp museo program, or one of these. I don't think that's gonna happen, but let me know how you guys think Ted Williams will be in the game. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you like down below, and I'll see you guys later. Gomes out. Yeet.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die's an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory, I tell you how.